Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
My guest is Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much, Jim.
Aben Resources, have you wrapped up your drilling for the year yet?
No, not yet. We've got seven more holes to report on as we head south in our drill program. We're almost there. We have finished drilling. We stopped basically, we demobbed about a week ago. We stopped at 9,600 meters, so we almost made it to 10. And it's very much, this is an exploration program. This is what we set out to do in year one, and now we're in year three, and we're finally getting around to do it. Our first series of holes in the whole program hit the north boundary zone, which was very high grade, have intersections of 30 plus grams over 10 meters, that sort of thing. We pretty much drilled that solidly last year, so we know it's in an area. We know it's a zone about 100 meters. The guts of it are about 100 meters north-south and 50 meters east-west, with a lineament that heads south, head down to the Noranda hole, where we started this year. And what we're doing now is it's all exploratory drilling. We're trying to duplicate what we found up there, and we're trying to find the type of structures that we can now see on the north boundary zone. So we've done a very large-scale regional exploration program that took us well down south in the boundary zone in general, heading south of the south boundary. What we've got now to date is about a 700-meter corridor that's fairly significantly mineralized. Everything we've hit within that corridor as we head south from the north boundary zone, all the holes are mineralized, anywhere from trace to 1 gram. And then you've got elevated levels of up to 5 grams within most of the holes. And it's significant because these intercepts are pretty broad. What we've also done this year is we drilled longer holes and deeper holes to give us a better understanding of what we're looking at, and the reason for that was the geophysics we did back in May. It gave us a number of things to look at. So looking at the geophysics in these big intrusives that we think are there, something's there. It's very obvious. And then also following the alteration. And we're pretty aware that we're looking at three different mineralizing events, because we did hit in one of the holes mudstones into the what I call the Eskay formation, down at the bottom of one of the holes. It's pretty significant that we hit that, because that was kind of the holy grail back 30 years ago when all these companies came through, like Noranda came through, and were drilling 1 kilometer spacings looking for the specific Eskay horizon, which is, basically it's a VMS. It's a VMS system. What the resurgence was all about in more recent times, like what we're doing, was looking for something other than that, right? Because there is more. Bruce Jack is a good example of that, hydrothermal environment. Porphyry environments are all over there. As is, Red Chris. You got large porphyries. So we're in an area that is looking like it's got epithermal environment. We've got porphyries. We are pretty confident that there could be porphyries down below, underneath, if we go deeper, which is good to have the epithermal event on top. And now we've got evidence of VMS. So we're in an area that's pretty active. The zone we're in is 6 kilometers, the boundary zone 6 kilometers north-south. And, that's the extent of the geochem survey that we've got. We've also got another 12 to 15 kilometers south of that we've just touched on. We put 2 holes in down south, 12 kilometers south, just to test this intrusion that's sticking out. And it's never been drilled, so we thought we'd get in there. And by drilling that, it gave us the necessary amount of money spent in that particular claim block that now we have earned 100% interest in everything. The whole property now is 100% ours.
Where is all this action taking place, and what exactly are you looking for?
Well, we're a gold exploration company with an emphasis on exploration, and it's in the Golden Triangle, northwestern British Columbia. Great jurisdiction, great place to work as compared to the old days when they were up there. Lots of old past producers, some new producers up there. There's lots of activity. I think over the last couple of years, it's $250 million spent on exploration in BC up there, which is about 40% of all expenditures in BC. So it's a very active, very good region.
Where are you traded, and under what symbols?
Well, we're traded on the TSX Venture under the symbol ABN, on OTC in the States, OTCQB ABNF, and the Bourse Frankfurt is E2L2.
And how can people get more information about Aben Resources?
Well, we got a great website, www.abenresources.com. Very informative, lots of information there for everybody. Encourage you to go, and on there you'll see you can contact the company or Don Myers in particular or me. Phone numbers are there.
Jim, thank you so much for the update.
Thank you very much.
I've been speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on October 23rd.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.